What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're breaking down the upcoming rematch between Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis. Now, we know how close the first fight was, with Dricus winning via split decision. But now it's time for the rematch. And I'm really excited about this one. Let's dive into what went down last time and what we can expect from this fight. All right, before we get into the details, let's talk about the odds. Dricus du Plessis is the favorite and at about minus 215, whereas Strickland comes in as the underdog at around a plus 164. So the bookies are leaning towards Dricus, but we know that Strickland is never out of a fight, unless of course he's fighting Pereira. So the first fight was very close and even got a split decision. Dricus did a great job of keeping Strickland on his toes, moving his head, and being unpredictable. I believe du Plessis won rounds 2, 3, and 4. However, round 1 was very close and difficult to score. But Strickland's jab was on point and he continued to stab du Plessis with it, which is probably why he won round 1. The last round was another close one. A lot of people said Strickland won. Some said du Plessis. Nevertheless, Sean just didn't do enough to actually win the fight by his performance in round 5. A lot of people have strong opinions on that, but I personally thought du Plessis did exactly what he needed to do to win the fight. Okay, so let's talk about Strickland first. We all know that Strickland has a very unique style. He fights in the Philly shell, popularized by Floyd Mayweather Jr., and he's a bit different from what we're used to seeing around the MMA community. Even the fighters who say that they're the best strikers or best boxers in the league, they still don't work on this unique defensive style. But what's really interesting about Strickland is how he's able to deal with leg kicks, or at least the leg kicks that du Plessis was throwing. Strickland was able to check a great deal of them, if not the great majority of them. Strickland often fought out of a very narrow stance, which provided great balance when he was able to check these leg kicks. He was also able to move quickly and react in ways that most fighters do not do, causing some unpredictability for du Plessis. Furthermore, Strickland throws a lot of straight punches and is extremely accurate, has pinpoint accuracy, and he just kind of stabs his opponent with them. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I know some people said du Plessis' face was pretty banged up after, but some people have softer skin. I never once saw du Plessis look rocked or like he was thinking of quitting or being out of the fight. But Strickland's jabs were very good and had excellent precision. Now, when it comes to Dricus du Plessis, his style is a lot more chaotic. He's not as technically clean as Strickland, but his unpredictability is what makes him so dangerous. Dricus is very aggressive, relentless, and throws heavy punches. Further, what really makes Dricus hard to deal with is how he constantly moves his head and his body while throwing, which makes it difficult for someone to counterpunch and land a clean shot. He's constantly moving, shifting, and Strickland had a difficult time of landing a clean power shot on him. In the first fight, Strickland was doing what he does best, throwing those straight punches. But every time Strickland threw a jab or a straight right, Dricus would dip his head out of the line of fire. This made it difficult for Strickland to land that clean shot that could really make Dricus respect him. It seems like Dricus was always one step ahead, moving his head and not staying in that straight line that Strickland has had such success of attacking people with. Now, for Strickland to win the rematch, he's going to have to make a lot of adjustments. The key for him will be to find a way to possibly throw his punches from a different angle. I'm assuming that Dricus will be more prepared for his straight jab, straight cross. He's going to have to incorporate more hooks or kind of pivot and parry, looking for different angles to land his punches. Strickland's narrow stance also makes him vulnerable for takedowns. As we saw, Dricus had a lot of success, and most likely in the second fight will have the advantage on the ground and of being able to take Strickland down. But I assume Strickland also has been working on his takedown defense and possibly even his grappling, and maybe even he'll try and take down Dricus. But I think when Dricus gets a hold of him, he's stronger and more comfortable on the ground, and probably has spent a lot more time just working on the ground game, how to control his opponent down there. Every time I hear Strickland speak, he doesn't seem like it's something that he wants to really improve or focus on. He wants to do just enough to be able to keep himself off the ground so he can get back to striking. Dricus, on the other hand, needs to continue to be chaotic and keep moving his head. He likes to blitz, punch off the blitz, and I assume he's going to do the same thing this fight, as that's pretty much his style. He will continue to keep Strickland off balance, avoid getting hit with that power punch, and as I just said, continue to be unpredictable. Now, on the technical side, Dricus shows that he was able to walk the wall. When he was in the clinch, he was to clinch Strickland against a cage and not get himself stuck there, but he was able to take advantage, strength, and keep Strickland off balance, which would create a multitude of different openings. And I'm sure, as I just said, Strickland has probably been working on that, knowing that that was where he was deficient in the first fight. And for this fight, we know that Dricus is the favorite. He has said in interview after interview that Sean has a ton of split decisions. He will be at the judge's mercy to win. So basically, Dricus is saying it's not likely that Sean will be able to stop him, cause a lot of damage. He just has the skill of outpointing his opponent. He has really good defense, and it is possible that the judges will favor Strickland, but it's not likely that Strickland will get a stoppage. The odds are stacked against Strickland, but in MMA, anything can happen, and I do believe this is going to be another close fight. Du Plessis may be able to finish him, but it will probably go to the judges. Both guys are extremely tough. Anyways, I am going to go with Du Plessis in this one. I think he's very intelligent, has a high IQ. He's strong. He will not quit. He loves being the champion. We've heard Strickland say he doesn't care about being the champion. He'll just throw the belt in the closet. He loves to fight, but he doesn't take that pride in being a champion like Du Plessis does. So I think just pure motivation accompanied with skill, strength, and power, I believe Du Plessis will win this one as well. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later.